started to understand and in the last class we started to understand, we completed with our security part. In the security side we completed, and we start to understand our core HR part. In the core HR side we start to understand. So let me open our course agenda before. Okay, so we understand up to now this particular part: introduction of user application, home pages, dashboards, and what is work areas, what is the enterprise structure we have, and what is the functional setup manager, FSM. So as a consultant user, in order to do something, you need FSM access, functional setup manager. In the FSM access, in order to get, we have the application implementation consultant role, application implementation manager role, and we have the functional setup user. That's what we are done, and we done with a couple of examples also we done in the practical use cases. After that, we start to understand security part. So we understand introduction of the RBAC, role-based access control concept. In RBAC means we have the job role. Under job role, we have the collection of the duties, each duty having the collection of the privileges and data security policies. In between, we have the aggregate privileges and role hierarchy. So how the hierarchy is available, we discuss. And security implementation overview building blocks, we understand that. And we have the different role types. We understand what is the data role. We understand what is the job role, what is the duty role, what is the abstract role, what is the aggregate privileges. So we understand based on the data role, our HCM product family, you will get from the data axis. When you say in the data role, job role plus security profile, we used to call as the data role for our HCM product family. We understand what are the job role. We have the seated job roles are available: human resource specialist job role, human resource analyst, human resource manager, payroll administrator, benefits manager. We understand what kind of job roles each one, and each job role collection of duties, we understand that. And abstract role means based on the abstract role, the user can able to get default features. Nothing but the best example for abstract role, employee is one of the best example. Employee having the employee self-service page, and contract like contingent worker. So contingent worker is one of the abstract role. Contingent worker nothing but the contract worker. So permanent employee, you have the permanent employee having the employee self-service page. As a contract worker, is a contract worker self-service page is there. So, and we have the line level manager. We have the three kinds of abstract roles by default is available. One is the employee, contingent worker, line level manager. So as a HCM consultant, as per the client requirement, we're going to create the multiple abstract roles we're going to create. So we understand the aggregate privileges. Aggregate privileges directly or indirectly associated to your particular job roles. That's what we understand here. And previous versions, we have the OAM is there, Oracle Identity Manager is there. At present versions, we have the Security Console is there. So in order to maintain where we're going to create the users and maintain the users information, assign the roles and create the custom role, and you want to lock the account and you want to delete the user, these all activities where we do in the Security Console. We do that. In the Security Console itself, we can copy the role and you can compare the roles and you can simulate navigator. These all options we absorbed. Okay. So that is the Security Console. And we create the implementation users we created, and we created with implementation users nothing but the consultant users we created, and we assign the roles, the application to manager role, consultant role, and function setup user, and how it will reflect, we understand that. And we create with our transaction users, and we giving the data access, particular data access. Data access means we created data role, and in the data role quest, we create the one custom role, and we created with one security profile, and finally we create the data role. The data role we assign to the user, and we observe how the data reflected with your transaction users. This all we theoretically we done, and we are done with a couple of use cases also you are done. So if you want to get grip on this area, definitely you should be do at least 4 to 5 times these all those in the hands-on, then only you will get the good grip on this particular area. So then we completed, then we'll start with our particular core HR part will start. So previously we discussed with everything is that your particular security perspective, we discussed that. So when you're coming to the core HR part, that is a functional. As a functional consultant, when you get the fresh environment, So you join with some company, they're giving the fresh environment. So they say like that, you can configure the core HR module. Okay. So you can generate the data to show the transaction for the client. You want to give the demo to the client. So you want to give the demo to the client. First, you need to create your enterprise structure and you need to be hired as an employee. Then we're going to show to the client. So this is the way we have the enterprise structure. And you want to hire an employee. These are the page we can able to hire an employee. You want to transfer the employee one location to one location, we will go for this area. This way we can transfer it. This way we can able to promote the employee. This way we can able to globally transfer with an employee. So you want to do that. So the your manager is asking to generate some data to show the client. So for client, if you want to show the product to the client, definitely if you have some data, is empty product, you don't have the data. So what steps you should be do that? Where you can start with your configuration part means first you need to check from your particular geographies. When you get the fresh environment, maybe if you are working in the very fresh environment, this is the first step you need to check from that, whether its geographies are loaded properly or not. So geographies, who is going to load it? In the SaaS environment. If you are working in the SaaS application, software as a service application, the geographies will take care by your particular Oracle, it will take care. So Oracle also depend upon some third-party companies, that is called as the Vertex, and we have the Nokia, and we have the LBG. These are all those things we have in that Oracle side. So Oracle take those files and you load it to your particular application. So that's the first step we need to check from that, whether geographies are properly loaded or not. If you properly loaded or not, we need to check from that in this particular environment kind of thing. Okay. So after that, we have the option. The next step we need to be checked from your particular jurisdictions. So you have the jurisdiction in the sense that is a boundary of your particular country. So when you say US, so what is the boundary? When you say UK, what is the boundary? When you say in India, what is the boundary? So that jurisdictions, whether it is properly created or not, you need to check on that. Whether the geographies are there and jurisdictions are there, it is a one-time setup. Once you're done, then you can go and create your particular location you can able to create. So what is your particular, so what is the next step? In order to create our enterprise structure, first step, we need to create the enterprise location where the client globally registered. That location need to be created. So I hope yesterday we create the location or not?
Yeah, we just geographies.
Yeah, geography, that's it, okay.
Structure.
Okay, fine. In the past license also, it will take care by the Oracle only, but in past license you have the database access. But suppose you can able to you have the database, you have the chance to modify that. That's the reason Oracle, once it's loaded, it will not take care of that. So you communicate with the Vertex. So Vertex also they have the page to the modification to something on that. So that's where Vertex and you gonna work on your particular client when you have the past license. When you are in the SaaS license, anyways, there is no chance to modifications or anything in the SaaS license. You should be followed by what Oracle is providing that. If you have anything, we can communicate to directly Oracle. Okay. In the past, you have the database access and you can communicate to the Vertex also, and Vertex also they're giving the screen to modify that what you want to modify that particular screen. So different ways we can able to do in the past license. Okay. If you are in the SaaS, everybody is the same. Like that means there is no chance to modification anything in the SaaS applications. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's move forward that. So yesterday we went to the geography. When you say in the geography, we have the 3 levels. One is a structure, and we have the hierarchy, and we have the validation. 3 things is there. Structure in the sense, you can say the US. US is a country. Under country, what you have that? You have the state. Under state, what we have the counties. Under county, what we have the city. Under city, what we have the postal code. So that is a structure. So under structure, you can load it. How you create the structure, based on that you can load it. The top layer is the country, and after that, what states you have in US. Under state, what counties you have in US. Under county, what cities you have in the US. Under cities, what postal codes you have in the US. That is all we call as a geography hierarchy. And finally, validation. Validation, when you say in a city, when you're trying to create the location, the city, all cities should be come by the LOB. Our user can able to type it any city. So list of the values. So when you say the postal code, the user can able to type it the postal code, or it should be selected by the LOB. So that's where we have the validations are available. Structure, hierarchy, validation. Okay. So once we're done, we can able to create our enterprise location. You can go to the manage location and you can create your particular location. So let me go and create the location for that. You can go to the project. Here also you can search it globally. You can search it anywhere. You can able to search it. So you want to be location managed location. You can search it. If you search the project under the project, if you search the this particular task, you can able to see a lot of navigation. What is this navigation? You can see. Let me. Okay, manage location. You can see the locations. If I give you. Okay. So manage, in demo this one also. We'll show the only manage location. So here you can see the manage location. Let me come down. So you can see the manage location case. What is the path is there? Manage location can able to create with the financials. The location can able to create with the workflows deployment and main locations you can create with the workflows development. Also you can able to create your particular locations you can able to create. So why it will showing the three paths means if you go your project, you have the three offerings: development, deployment, and financial. So that's the reason it will showing the three paths you can put that. And you want to note down the navigation part. So exact navigation you want to note down that. So if you go for the financial, if you want to create the location, what is the navigation? Application configuration financial, define enterprise structure for financial, define enterprise for financial. After that, manage location. If you want to create the location, workflows deployment, under workflows deployment, define common application configuration, human capital management, define enterprise structure for human capital management, define workflow structure, and define organization. Under that, you can able to see the manage location task. You want to navigate, you should know the entire navigation. But if you know the task, if you want to search, we don't require anything. You want to note down the navigation part, so you can note down this all navigation part. So for suppose, you want to create the location. So you need to go from financial, define common application configuration the financial, and define enterprise structure the financial, and define enterprise for financial. This is a managed location. Here the task is available. If you want to navigate, it should be no entire path. Then only you can navigate. Otherwise, directly you can search the task name. If you know the task name, you can directly search that. So that's the reason, without knowing anything also, just if you know the task, directly you can able to reach that particular stream. Okay. But if you are as a functional consultant, but in Fusion, they're not asking, but in e-business, if you ask that, they're going to ask the navigation path also. But in Fusion, they're not going to be asked usually how to navigate that particular page. But as a functional guy, good to know the navigation part. Okay. So you can create anywhere. You can use the financial or workflows deployment or workflows development. Finally, where the location is creating this particular server, the location having the table, that particular table, the location is going to store. Okay, fine. So we'll be create the location for our enterprise. So manage location, and you can click on the go to task. And the locations can able to create it by, if it is single location, just you can click on the create, you can create. But if you have the bulk of the location, you have the under locations is there, to manually creation, it's very difficult. So that case, we have the loaders. That is, we have the SDL, spreadsheet data loader, and we have the SDL, HCM data loader. Using up the SDL, we can able to load your bulk of the locations. Okay. We'll see in our technical classes this particular SDL and SDL. But right now, I want to create the one location. You can click on the create. Happy to create the location. And effective start date. By default, it will pick from the 1151. It's previous versions we have in the Oracle. How many we have that. Previously, we have the 11i. We have the 11i product. After that, Oracle e-business suite, or we used to call as the Oracle apps. And after that, we have the next one is we have the Fusion. So anything, any application, 11i or Oracle apps or Fusion, by default start date system will pick from the 1151. Okay. If you want to change it, when you want to be this particular location should be start the effective start date, you want to change it, you can change it as per need. But there's always any screen if you go, by default effective start date, it will pick from the 1151. You want to change it, you can change it. And location set, this is what we call as a data set. So we're going to discuss in the future classes for this particular concept. So what is the data set, how it will going to be useful for the data set concept, we are going to discuss in the future classes. So if you see that we already entered in the enterprise level, we have the data set concept. So all workflow structure we're going to create in the data set level. So we'll see it later, but by default, this particular product, when you buy the product, in the fresh product also, you can able to see two data sets. One is a common set, and second one is a enterprise set. Common set, second one is a enterprise set. You have the two default data sets are available in the fresh environment also. Okay. So by default, wherever you have the data set concept, by default system will pick from the common set. By default, wherever, not only this screen, when you go for the job page, when you go for the department page, when you go for the grade page. So by default system will pick the common. But future we understand that what is the requirement, why we need to create the new data sets, how we can assign, how it will reflect, we'll see in the later. Okay. But you can understand as of now, we have the two default data sets that are available. One is common, second one is a enterprise set. So any page by default, it will pick up from the common set. Okay. I am accepting the common set only. And all pages you can able to see the action and action reason. Create location is the action. Why you're creating the location, that is the reason. Create job, that is the action. And reason why you're creating the job. And that's each and every page you can able to see the action and action reason, you're gonna see that. Action reason. So we can able to create the reasons and we can able to share that. Okay. So we'll see later how we can create the reasons, action reason. That is also we have the one of the topics in your content, action and action reasons. Action and action reason. That case we'll create the some of the actions, how we reflect the reasons, we'll see that. Okay. So yeah. Then location information. You can give the name of the location. So the purpose why I'm creating location for enterprise HCM information. So where the globally the client is registered, that particular purpose, I'm creating this particular enterprise, this particular location, this global location, I'm creating that. So what is the way the globally registered for the client? Okay. So I can give the any of the location. I can give that. What name will use? I'll give the RTI enterprise location. Okay. RTA enterprise location, I'm creating that. And code you can give it. And description you can give it. And it can come down. The status is the location information status is the active status. Then come down and you can able to see your address, main address. So here you can see that country is coming with a list of the values, city, list of the state, list of postal code, time zone. So that means how you design your United States based on that, it will come. If I change the country name, the style it will go to change. So you can see that city is you can able to type it what you want. It's not in the list of the values. So state you can type it whatever. So how you create your validation. So in the geographies, we have the three. One is structure, hierarchy, and validation. The validation level, if you put on the list of the value, definitely you should be select the list of the value only. The system will not allow to type it anything. So how you want to do that? That's where you can configure your geography. Validations is coming the picture. And I want to be United States only. Let me select the US one. And you can give the line 1 What is the line 1? You can give that. Same thing I'm giving there. And you can give the postal code. The postal code I can give it. Based on if you give the postal code, system is automatically picked from the your state and city is automatically picked. State and city automatically. So this is what we have that. And geography hierarchy, you're gonna understand what is the hierarchy, why, what is the useful in the absence management. So we're gonna apply the leaves. We're gonna announce the leaves based on the geography base. If you go for the Qatar, the leaves are different. If you go India, leaves are different. Based on the geography, based on the location base, the leaves are different. That case, we can able to create the different hierarchies will be created and will associate that. That's where the geography's hierarchies will going to be created by the user. Okay, but will be create when we are in the absence management classes. Okay. So this is not important for as a HCM consultant. If this particular location, if you are ship to side, this particular location, if you are receiving side, this particular location, bill to side, office side, is all those things. Okay, but it's most useful for the procurement and financial consulting. Your item shipping, item receiving, item billing, these all those information. But as of now, we are creating the for enterprise location where globally the client is registered. That location we created. Then click on the review it. Then click on the saved. Then click on the submit button. Auto-generated code for location, usually I'm not observed with, but our workflow structure, some of the cases, job, department, auto-generated code, we can able to generate it. So then click on the submit. Then click on the yes. Just me go and just give me on mate. Okay, fine. Let's move forward. So I create the location. Okay. So that particular location, the next step we can go to the enterprise HCM information. So this what are the location I created, I'll share the my enterprise level. But once you create the location, just you can check it whether its location is properly created or not. That means, so while doing up the practice, you're gonna face this particular issue. You can create the location or you can create the job. Maybe that location and job is not created. That means someone is enable the approval. If you create the location need to be approved, job need to be approved, and your department need to approve, then only it will be created. If it is the approvals are enabled, what you need to do that. That means approvals is the global, it's not for user. If anybody is enabled the approval, say entire URL, it will be applicable. So that case, if it is not created, just for workaround solution on that particular point, what you're gonna do that. So you can go to the your particular navigator, go to the tools, navigator, go to the tools, and you can go to the transaction console. You can go to the transaction console. Navigator, go to the tools, transaction console. This is a place you can able to see the all approvals. And you can go to the approval rules, navigator, tools, transaction console, and you can go to the approval rules tab. Go to the approval rules tab. But suppose you're creating the location is not created. You create the job is not created. You can come to here, then you can type it as a location or something. Then you can see the create location. What you did, you create the location. You create the location. If it is not location is created, you can able to see that bypass approval. If it is a bypass approval is enabled, automatically the location will be created. That is nothing but the automatic approval. If your bypass approval is disabled, that means someone is create the rule. Based on the rule, this particular notification need to be triggered and that particular person need to be approved. Okay. So that's the reason, for a workaround solution, creation of your job is not created, you can come to here and just you can enable the bypass approval and you can save it. Again, you can quickly go back and you can create the location and you can save it. It will be created. Okay. Our location, our job, our department, our grade, anything. Okay. So while creation of the location, while editing of location, you edit that location and you save it. You want to update that information. If it is bypass approval is enabled, automatically updated. Otherwise, it will not update it. It should be approved by someone. In the same way, while creation of the job, same way you can able to see that. Create the job. When you create the job, if it is enabled bypass approval, it's automatic approval. Otherwise, someone need to be approved. Okay. So that's where you quickly can come to transaction console and you can enable the bypass approval. You can move forward the your setups. Okay. Fine. So we'll understand our approval concept detailed manner, but up to now, sometimes you face the issues. We'll receive the mails and WhatsApp messages. My location is not created. My department is not created. That means you have the workaround solution. Come to a transaction console, enable the bypass approval. That's it. Fine. So then I'll go to the I have the location, my enterprise location. I can go to my enterprise HCM information. Go to the manage enterprise HCM information. Go to the manage enterprise HCM information. Manage enterprise HCM information. Manage enterprise HCM information. Here also you have the 3 paths. That means same task is available in your 3 offerings. So anywhere you can click on that. Manage enterprise HCM information. Then click on the go to task. Manage enterprise HCM information. Then click on the go to task. You need to create the new location only. Why means if it's the location is going to be approval, you don't have the chance. Like if you know the who is going to approve, like you know the rules and all, that's all different thing. We can reinitiate that. But I'm giving the workaround solution now. We'll discuss with the detailed manner or when we are in the approvals and workflows. Okay. I'm not explaining this particular topic. Just I'm giving the workaround solution instead of the waiting of this process to complete it and create the job, create the location. Just is the workaround solution. Just you can go and enable the bypass approval. Again, you can create the location. Again, you can create the job. Without creation also we can do that. We'll discuss it at our actual topic. Okay. Fine. So I'm in the enterprise HCM information level. So this is enterprise HCM information is a single for entire entity. You cannot able to create multiple enterprise HCM information. Multiple enterprise HCM information you can able to. You don't have chance to create. We have the only single enterprise HCM information. Only you have the chance to update and you have the chance to correct it. There is no chance to new. Single license, you take the single license, you buy the license, and you have a single enterprise. That's it. Okay, that's the enterprise HCM information. You have the chance to update and you have the chance to correct. So what is the difference between the update and correct? Many pages you're gonna see that. Not only this page, many pages you're gonna see the update and correct. Correct means you are correcting the something. There is no history. Update means it will ask that. It will ask that effective start date. For suppose you are there in a particular location, maybe you want to change into this location to the next month, the 4th onwards, you go into another location. So, and we're going to add to the reasons, and you can add to the reasons. I'll put on the location change. So what happened means once you click on the OK, automatically this location is going to change when onwards. The next month 4th onwards. And if you click on the history, when you use the update option, always history is available. Here what's there? 1101 is there. If I click on the 1101, in 1101, what information is there in the screen, it will show you that. You can see that. Effective start date 1101 onwards, what is there here? But there's nothing in changes, but if any changes is there, you can able to see it. Again, click on the screen. So they have the history is available in the 10.9.20 onwards. Then click on 10.9.20. In 10.9.20, what is information is there in this particular screen? Okay, so that's where you have the update option is available. When you say an update, if you are updating the something, then history is available. Okay, so that's what. So you have the update and correct options are available as per your need. You're correcting the something, just you can go for the correct. You want to track the updated information, you can go for the update option. You can able to do that. Default effective date. You're talking about the effective start date.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, effective start date means when you establish this particular company. So when you establish this particular organization initially.
What will be the normal default effective date? You have not changed anything. System default.
1151.
Okay.
Any screen, if you're not change anything, you can able to see 1151 only. Okay. Fine. So you want to be corrected, you can go for the correct option. So what you want to give that, you can give that your name, you can able to mention it. What is the name? So you want to give the RTI enterprise, you can give it. And if it is active location, yes, it is an active. And you want to give the location, just now we create our own location for our enterprise location, you can share that. By default, when you buy this particular product, it will available in the Vision operation. Okay. You can come and you can change, you can give this all information here. Okay, so this is where you can give the enterprise description. Okay, so after enterprise description, what we have that? In the enterprise description means when effective start date of your business and what is the name of your client, and globally what is your registration address. That information we provide here. Then you come down here and below what we have that workday information. The workday information is available in the lot of areas, not only enterprise level. The workday information is available in that so available in your particular enterprise level. Enterprise level, that is the top level. After that, the workday information is available in the legality level. This workday information is available in the department level. This workday information is available in the position level. This workday information is available in the assignment level. Assignment means project assignment level. So the first priority is the assignment. So particular assignment, what is the working starting time for employees? What is the working ending time? Weekly, how many hours the employee need to work? That is the top priority. If I assign the assignment level, system will pick from the assignment level. Otherwise, position level, particular position, who are the employees are working on that. That particular employees, what is the working starting time, ending time, weekly, how many hours he need to be worked on. Our department, particular department, what are the employees who are working on. Particular company, you have the retail company, you have the infra company. In the retail company, who are the employees working on that? What is the start time, what is the end time? Otherwise, least priority is the enterprise level. If you are not enabled assignment level, position level, department level, legal entity level, the last priority, it will come picked from your enterprise level. Okay. Usually we have the assignment level, otherwise we have the position level, otherwise we are going to create the calendars. Usually the calendars will associate directly to your particular employee. Nothing but the employees are working on the rotation base. So morning weekly 3 days morning shift. After 2 days is the evening shift. The shift timings are different. In that case, we need to create the workday pattern. Shifts will create. Finally, we'll create the calendar. The calendar will be associated to that particular employee. When you log in that, you can able to see the calendar. Based on the calendar, you can able to the shifts. You can able to see that. So that's where the working hours it will reflect to the employee. So we have the option. Enterprise level also we have the option to set up your workday information. So that's what is the workday information. After that, we have the enterprise information. So in the enterprise information, what we have that? Global person name language. So the person name we can able to maintain by the globally. The person name you can able to maintain by the locally. So in the globally person name, which language you want to generate it. So that is I want to be generated in the US. So you will get the question local person name language where I can able to set. That is also we have the concept is there. So that concept we can able to do that. So person name style, person name format. Here we have the concept is there. There we can able to maintain the what name you want to be generated in the locally. So how you want to generate your local name. So what information you want to capture with your locally. So that's all setup base it will reflect. Okay. Otherwise, if you go directly, can go. I'm there in the Shivani. I don't know whether she having. No, she don't have that. Let me log out and log in back. If you want to go for the new person, which role we require? Human resource specialist job role. The user should be having the human resource specialist job role. You can go to the navigator. And go to the My Client group. You can go to the new person. You can click on the Hire an Employee. And you can see the enter local name here. You can enable that. And this is the global name. This is the local name. So here you can see the local name language. In the locally, which name you want to be generate. In globally, which name you want to generate. Globally, automatically will pick up in the American English. Why means in the enterprise level, it's there in the US. So in the local name, which language you want to pick up. In Arabic, you want to generate in the local name. Globally, it will showing your American English. In the local name, it will showing the Arabic. Okay, that's where we have the option to generate your global name and to generate your particular local name. In the enterprise level, we have the option called as a person generate for your global name. Let me go back. Manage enterprise CM information. So that is the option you have that. After that, we have the option called as your person number generation method. If you want to correct more, let me go. Person number generation method. Here two things you have that. Here two things we have that. One is a person number. Second one is a worker number. What's the person number and worker number? Person number, it will be generated by the enterprise level. Person number, it will be generated by your enterprise level. That means it is the person number always is a unique. The person number always it's a numeric. Once you assign the person number to, for suppose I have the user A. The user A, you assign the person number called as a 1111. Okay. So this particular person number is bonding to this particular employee. If the employee is resigned, the user A is working on maybe the user A is giving the service for 2002, 2008. Okay. After that he resigned. If they resigned also, the employer record, it will maintain by the person number. So person number is always unique. This number is not going to associate to any other employee. After that, he's come back in the 2020, again, he rejoined the company. So system will identify that. So this person is already done the service from the 2000 to 2008. This particular record, this person number already is available for that. So again, we'll reinitiate the same person number. Okay. So how it will identify system? Here itself we have the option. You can see that person creation duplicate check. So based on the duplication check, so the person record is available means first name, last name, national ID, PAN number, email ID, many things we have that. Okay. So how the duplication check need to be, identified that. So based on that, here you can give that your last name, first name, date of birth, gender, and country type ID. Lot of options you have that. So based on that, system is automatically identify that this person is the existing employee. Okay, and the recruiter got the notification, he's already is available, person record is available on that. Okay, so that's where your person record is always is unique. The person record, person number is always is generated by the enterprise level. It's a single number. Okay, it's always is numeric also. There is no chance to alphanumeric in the Fusion application. Okay, and what is the worker number? The worker number, first of all, let me discuss with person number some more point. In the person number, how you gonna generate it? How you can generate your person number? The person number you can able to generate with a manually. Manually you can able to generate it. The person number you can able to generate it upon the save upon and save upon anything like that. While recruiter is hiring the employee, he is giving the some information, he save the page. The hiring page, he saved that. So once you save that, you want to generate your person number, or when you submit finally, then only you want to be generate the person number. Here itself we have the option. You can see that. Let me go and hire an employee. Here you can see that this is a hiring process. You need to complete this all process to submit the file. But some information is giving, he's saving the file. When you're saving, you want to generate your person number, or when you submit the finally, that case you want to submit the person number, or you want to enter the manually person number. So how you want to generate? You have the three options: manually, save, submit. So that's the three options you have that. And the initial person number. What is your initial person number? What is your initial person number? Initial person number you can able to see. So these are the options you have that: global person name language, person number generation method, initial person number, person creation duplication check. Okay, so these are the options you have. So while doing up the practice, definitely you will get this particular issue. Why means everybody using the same URL. So I'll change that. I'll give them a person number as a 1. I'm doing this. This page is a common page. It's not a multiple pages. You're not creating the pages. The default page with the Oracle. So I'll give the person number 1. So the same time you're trying to hire an employee. What system will do that? System will throw the error message. 1 is already associated to someone and give me the another person number. What you should be do that? You should be come to the manage enterprise HCM information. You can give me some unique pattern. 300-123 something like that. Then you can save it. Then you can go back and you can complete your hiring process. It's only for our workaround solutions when doing the practice. But in the real time, it's not come to this kind of issues. Why means this page not allowed with everyone. Some particular people are having only this particular page. It's a one-time setup. Once you're done, we are not giving to this page access to everyone. So in the real time, you're never going to face issues. But our case, our practice sections, our demo versions, definitely you're going to face the issues while hiring up the employee. So major issue is the one of the issue, the person number. So that case, what happened? You need to come to here and you can change some unique pattern you can give and you can move forward that. Okay, fine. So, and we have the worker number generation. We have the person number and we have the worker number. So person number, you understand that is generated with the enterprise level. You cannot able to generate your legal entity level. So that is a unique, you understand that. Where our worker number generation, you can able to generate it with a legal entity level. Global sequence by legal entity level option, or manually the recruiter, when you're trying to hire an employee, manually also he can able to give your person number. Sequence by the legal entity level, manually he can able to give the your worker number, they can able to give it, and you can able to do better. Not in use. I'm not using the any worker number, or you can follow with the global sequence. So these options you can able to select. Nothing but that. I have the 3 legal entities: retail, infra, IT. So I want to be retail. I want to follow by the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and not in use. Otherwise, manually the recruiter can able to add 1, 1. So worker number may be duplicate. It's not in the unique. Worker number may be duplicate. You have the retail company, you have that. You have the retail company. You have the in retail company, you have the user A. User A. Maybe the user A having the worker number is 1. Maybe you have the infra company. Maybe you have the infra company. You have user D. The user D also, maybe there is a chance in the 1. So, but this is not a unique number. Okay, but when you see in the retail company user 1, retail company, the worker number 1, that means user A. When you go for the infra company, the number, if you see, the user is the user D. Nothing but that your legal entity level sequence, your legal entity level, you can able to maintain your worker numbers. When you see in your person number, simple example, you can take that your Tata Private Limited. So Private Limited, you have that. So you're the employee of the Tata organization, you're the employee. In the first initially you join with the Tata Finance. Tata Finance, you join that. So entire 5 years you giving the service. 5 years you're working on in the Tata company, and finance company you giving the service as a 3 years, and after that you shifted into the Tata Motors. So in the motor company you giving the service as a maybe 2 years. But if you see the person number, what happened? You can able to see that you have the entire 5 years in the organization. When you see in the worker number, finance company 3 years, and motors company you have the 2 years. That means so worker number you can able to maintain by the your company level, and your person number is always is a global in the sense your enterprise level. Okay, enterprise level always is unique for your particular person number. Okay, so that's what we have the options. You can able to see that your person number generation, you have the 3 options: automatic prior submission, final submission, final save, manual. Wherever worker number generation, not in use, I'm not using. Manually, while creation of the recruiter, he can able to give the manual number. Automatic generation using by the legal entity sequence, and nothing but that particular company. Legal entity means your company. That sequence I can able to follow that. And automatic generation of the using the global sequence. So if you use the global sequence, it's almost similar like a your person number. Globally, you following the some sequence. Okay. So that's where you have the 4 kind of options not in use: manually, automatic generation, legal entity sequence, automatic generation field, global sequence. So which one you want to use from your organization, you can able to set up for that. So yes, we can do Anupama. So the next setup it will come when we create the can I have manually at legal entity 1, sequentially at legal entity 2? Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can do that. So this option is the enterprise level. First of all, you can put on something in that anything you can put on some option. Not in use, maybe manually, automatic generation, legal entity level you can put an option. We have the other setup. Legal entity HCM information. We are enterprise HCM information. When we create the legal entity HCM information is available. There, that particular legal entity, how you want to follow your worker number. There also you can able to see the same option. So that particular legal entity you want to follow the manually, legal entity 1, and legal entity 2 you want to follow by the sequence. Yes, you can able to do that. You can able to set up that. That setup is a legal entity HCM information. Okay. Okay, fine. So that's what we have: the worker number and the person number. It's the most important. Most of the interviews definitely expected question. how you can generate the person number, what are the options, how you can generate the worker number, what is the options, whether I can able to generate the person number alphanumeric, whether it is possible or not. So how you can do that? This is a way you definitely will get the questions, you will get that. And you have the employment model. Next one is that employment model. So in the employment model case, previous versions, if you see, two kind of models you can able to see that. One is a 2-tier, second one is a 3-tier. One is a 2-tier, second one is a 3-tier. But at present, there is no 3-tier. Only it is available, 2-tier option only it is available at present latest versions. What is the 2-tier first? So 2-tier means if I hire the employee, if I'm hiring the employee, so I need definitely personal information, employee personal information, employee assignment information. If you hire an employee, if you maintain the employee personal information, employee assignment information. The personal information, nothing but that, which address the employee is all personal regarding thing. Assignment information, nothing but that, the employee is working on which location, which department, which job, which grade, which position. That is what is assignment information. So if you maintain this two information, personal information, assignment information, that's what we call as the 2-tier. First thing, what is the 2-tier means? If you follow the 2-tier means each and every employee having the personal information, each and every employee having the assignment information. This is what you following the 2-tier. And the 2-tier single assignment. That means employee always having the single assignment. Nothing but the employee always is working on the single projects, employee. So 2-tier multiple assignment. If I select the 2-tier multiple, if you're there in the 2-tier single assignment, if the HR want to be assigned another project, system will not allow. That means you select in the enterprise level as single assignment always. Always employee is working on the single project. 2-tier multiple assignment means system will allow. First thing is that 2 active assignment system will allow.
Okay.
Single assignment means always is a 1 active assignment. Multiple assignment means employee can able to 2 active assignments. Nothing but 2 projects he can able to do that. So how you require that single assignment or multiple assignments you want to follow that. Okay. So that's what we have, the 2-tier single assignment, 2-tier multiple assignments. So the employment model again, you can able to set up at the legal entity level. This is the enterprise level we are doing this particular activity. Particular legal entity, particular company you want to follow the 2-tier multiple assignment. Yes, I can able to do that. The company level you can able to set up that. So that's what we have that. And another one is that this is the employee case. Otherwise, let me go to the particular. We have contract employee. Wherever we have the single contract, single assignment, multiple contract, single assignment. So always is a contract employee, single contract, single assignment. The contract employee always is a single contract. If you employ having the multiple contracts, you have the single assignment. But multiple contracts, multiple assignment, it's not there in option. But we use another way to provide the solution. If the client want to be required, multiple contracts is employees working on, multiple assignments you want to do that. But by default option, we don't have that. So by default, it's available multiple contracts, single assignment, single contract, single assignment. 2-tier single assignment, 2-tier multiple assignments. These are the options are available in the employment model area. Okay. So here, these 2 options, if there is no 3-tier, there is no usage. What 3-tier means, 3-tier means you are maintaining the employee personal information, employee assignment information, employment terms, payment terms information also you will maintain that. That case we used to call as a 3-tier. But right now there is no 3-tier. I means payment terms in a lot of areas is available. That's the reason it's going to be confused for everyone. That's the reason they're removing the 3-tier. They're giving the only 2-tier. Okay. So if the 3-tier is there, yellow employment terms override at assignment level. While assigning up the project, I can able to change the payment terms. You want to allow or not. So there is no option to the payment, like there is no 3-tier, there is no meaning of this particular option usually. And here also you can see the salary level, where you want to add the salary level, whether it's assignment level or where you want to be at the salary level. So if it is a 3-tier is there, these options are important. If there is no 3-tier, these options are not important for that. Okay. And we have people group key flex skill. basically we have the flex field concept is there. Using of the flex field, we can able to add the fields in your existing pages. We have the three kinds of flex fields. One is the key flex field. Second one is the descriptive flex field. Third one is the EFF. AFF, DFF, EFF. We have the three kinds of flex fields is there. In the Fusion application, in HCM product family, you have the two kinds of flex fields, two kinds of key flex fields. One is the people group key flex field. Second one is the cost allocation key flex field. The people group key flex field, it's available in the core HR side. Your cost allocation key flex field, it is available in your payroll side. So your payroll costing information to bring with the payroll to your ledger books. That's where the cost allocation key flex field is useful. The people group key flex field, it is available in your employee hiring page. So if you go for an employee hiring page, let me give you some information to show that where it will reflect. Let's hope it will throw the error message. It's fine, it's accepting that. Just I'm giving the random data to move forward to the next page. Your people group key flex field, it has reflected the assignment level or the employment information level. In the assignment level, you can see the people group key flex field. You can see that people group key flex field. Okay. So here, which in the enterprise level, which flex field you assign? This is someone is a design. We pull instance PPG, people group key flex field. In this level, what he generated based on that, the fields it will be reflected here. So in this default field, you want to be captured is the employee belongs to the trade union or not. So you have the employees. Some of the employees belongs to some trade unions. You want to belongs to trade union or not. I'm trying to hire an employee. This employee belongs to the trade union or not. Yes, it belongs to the trade union. So what is the trade union name? If it belongs to trade union, what is your trade union name? So A, B, C, some values. If the employee belongs to trade union and we capture which trade union, the employee is working on which location trade union. And if the employees belongs to the transportation alliance or not. So nothing but that, what you want to capture additional information. This option is not available in the by default screen, but you want to capture it while hiring up the employees. This is all information. This is one of the chance to create your people group key flex field to capture with some additional information to employee hiring page. Okay. So, but we'll take some scenario, but you can understand as of now, you can remember. So we have one of the key flex field is available in the enterprise HCM information page. That is called as your people group key flex field. Okay. So will be created and will be understand this concept later. Jagdish, there is no 3-tier option now at present version. So 3-tier.
Yeah. Personal information, assignment, and third one is what is that one?
Terms information, payment terms information.
Payment terms. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Fine. I hope we understand the enterprise information. What is the global person language, person number, how it will generate, what is the initial person number, how person creation duplication shape, what is the worker number, what is the difference between the worker number to person number, how many ways we can able to generate the person number, how many ways we can able to generate the worker number, what is the employment model, 2-tier single, 2-tier multiple, and contract single, contract multiple and single. So what is the employment models we have that, and one of the key flex field is available here. Okay, then come to below. Currency support information, you have that. So transaction processing conversion rate type and reporting conversion rate type. What is this? All those things means when you're doing with transaction between the functional currency to foreign currency, you want to simple, you want to transfer with USD to GBP, definitely we require exchange rate is required. So in order to maintain the exchange rate in the system, we have the exchange rate type. So first we'll be create the exchange rate type. Under exchange rate type, we're gonna maintain the exchange rates. Okay. But suppose one of the exchange rate type is a corporation. corporation means they want to go for the fixed rate. So they've decided they not follow the market rate. So they follow this 6 months. Otherwise, this entire project, we go for USD to GBP, this is a fixed rate. Or GBP to USD, this fixed rate. US to INR is a fixed rate. So how we gonna maintain? So we'll be create the corporate rate type will be create. So then under that, we add the exchange rate for next 6 months is a fixed rate. So nothing but that, if you want to maintain the exchange rates between the functional currency to foreign currency, we'll use to create the exchange rate type will be create. So the type, it will giving the relationship between your functional to foreign currency. So in the reporting conversion rate type, so maybe you want to understand when we create the reporting topics. Reporting topics means I want to be reported to another currency. So I captured everything in the USD, but I have the user, he can familiar with the GBP. So what are the data I have that? The data I want to be reported to the GBP currency. That means he is familiar with the GBP currency. So that case, what is the rate type you want to follow for a reporting purpose? Which rate type you want to follow there? There is also USD to GBP, they convert that, then only you can able to see the GBP level. So you have the data is there in USD currency. That particular data you want to see it in the GBP. The USD to GBP it will convert, then only you can able to see it in the GBP. So what rate type you want follow that for reporting conversion rate type? So that's what we have that. So we want to understand that how to create the rate types, how to load the rates. So to loading rate purpose, we have the different option. That case also we can load with SDL, spreadsheet data loader. We can load with the FBDL, file-based data loader, and we have some third-party tools to load the daily rates and market rates. In market rate, every second it will going to be changed. So some third-party tools we use to integrate with the market rate to our Fusion application. Then automatically, if the market rate is changed, automatically our application also that rate is reflected. So how you want to do that, we'll see in the later. Okay. So that is the currency support information is available. And majorly you can able to see the position synchronization configuration. Position synchronization configuration. So this is also useful when you're giving the position. I'm in the employee hiring page in the assignment level. You can see that in the assignment level, what is there? Position is there. When the moment I giving the position, usually what happen means we create the workflow structure. Workflow structure means location, job, your grade, and your particular department and your particular location will be create all those things. Your particular location and your particular department and your particular job. Better understanding. Let me go to the position page. Maybe better you can easily understand. Let me go to the position. Manage position. You can go. You can navigate, otherwise you can go for if you have the HR specialist role, you can go for the workflow structure. You can see manage positions. You can create the position. Just you can give me business unit of your position. My business unit is Shivani. Shivani, yes, interview. You can give me the name of the position, what name you required. I'll be giving the RTA1 or something. Code you can give it. So then you can click on the next button. Then you can see that this particular position page, lot of information is available. This particular position, which department you want to share that. This particular position, which job you want to share, which location, which manager, and you can see that this particular position. This not it will come the picture that much. So the assignment category, and this position is a full-time or part-time. This position is a regular or temporary. This all information we gonna give to the position level. When you go for employee hiring page, if I give the position, automatically this information need to be synchronized. When I give the position, job, your particular grade and your particular department, whether it's a location, whether it's a full-time or part-time. So this all information, it will be synchronized. But here the question is that you want to synchronize the all, or you want to be particular some information only you want to sync. In the position level, you have a lot of data is there. When the recruiter is hiring an employee, when the moment he's giving the position, what information you want to sync? You want to sync as a department, it will be sync the department. job, what are the things you enable? Those information automatically sync. If you have not enabled the department, when the recruiter is giving the position, the department will not sync. That means in the synchronization, position synchronization level, you are not enabled that. So you enable the department, job and grade and provision period. And if you enable allow override at assignment level, that means when the moment recruiter is giving the position, this information will sync, and recruiter want to change the job. Yes, he can able to override it. Nothing but that he can able to change the job. He can able to change the department. As per the requirement, he can able to change. If it is disabled, the recruiter cannot able to change it. Why means this information automatically synchronized from your position synchronization configuration. What you enable automatically synchronize. The recruiter cannot able to change anything. You want to change the department, system will not allow. So that's what is important in the position synchronization configuration. Here, position synchronization configuration also, it is available in your enterprise level, and it is available in your legal entity level. Particular company, when I am hiring an employee, when my recruiter is giving the position, this information need to be synced. The legal entity 1, I have a separate requirement. Legal entity 2, I have a separate requirement. So how you want to be synced? What information you want to sync? Maybe in the legal entity 1, when the recruiter is trying to hire an employee, I want to allow to override it. In the legal entity 2, which recruiter is working on that, I don't want to allow to that. So we can able to control with your legal entity level. So we have the enterprise HCM information. We have the legal entity HCM information. In the legal entity HCM information level, you can able to control whether your position synchronization you can control, and you can able to control whether your particular worker number generation you can control. You can control whether your employment model you can control, and you can able to control whether your people group key flexible you can able to control. This all information you can able to control by your enterprise level and legal entity level. If you are not mentioning anything legal entity level, system will pick from the enterprise level. If you mention something in the legal entity level, system always first priority is the legal entity, least priority is the enterprise. If it is not there, then it will pick from your enterprise. Okay. So that's what is the position synchronization configuration is available. Okay. So any questions, anyone up to now?
Yeah, one question. Suppose if we have a requirement like once the position is assigned, we have to populate all other fields. And also we need to give an option to override. Can we do both? So initially data should be populated, then actually user should be able to edit that.
Yeah, usually what happened, that's where it's happened. First, if you enable this, all those things, what happened, this data will automatically it will be synchronized.
Okay.
And if it is not enabled this checkbox, if you are not enabled the checkbox, what happens means the data is a grayed out field. Okay, he cannot able to change it. If you enable the checkbox, you can able to see the LOV option. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you want to go and select the LOV, you want to change it.
Okay, that is what actually my question was. Yeah. Thanks. So we can have all together. Assignment with that. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Any other questions, anyone? So if you don't have questions, I'm done for today. So you can do hands-on in the security part, and slowly we'll start to configure with our core HR part also. Okay. If you have any question, anyone having, you can go ahead from your question. We have some more features in the next class. We'll discuss that some more features in the same stream, and we'll continue with the next one by one.
So we have the required field kind of concept here.
Required fields means?
Suppose this is a mandatory field. So if you want to save something, you have to enter some value over there. Something, suppose here the worker number generation is that list, right? Suppose there is some edit box. Suppose here initial person number is 1 we have given, right? So if we want to make this as the mandatory field.
You can do that, but that's all. It will come by your sandbox concept, personalization concept. So any field you want to become as a mandatory, any field you can become as a optional. Yes, we can do that. That personalization level, we can do that.
Okay, that will be for globally, right? For entire enterprise something.
Yes.
Okay.
Any page.
Okay. Thank you.
We cannot add the new field, but existing fields we can become as a mandatory.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, anyone? Okay, if we don't have questions, we'll meet tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Thank you.